Are we able to do anything on our phone live? Am I able to?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Lou? What's up, Lou? This is Sean. I'm filling in for the rest of my co-hosts. Brad's gone out of town. Tiandra, she's not feeling well. But we do have one of the up and coming. I don't even know how to introduce you, man. I just a phenomenal filmmaker, artist, president of the Man Up is an organization, yes. Man Up Community. We have Mr. Jeremiah Wrong, and I guess the other hosts in the building. I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves. With you, madam, can we get your name?
My name is Angela Jackson Brown. I am the narrator for Muhammad Ali, yours truly. I am so honored that Jeremiah Wrong asked me to be a part of this venture, and my organization is GIVE, Global Interventions, Ventures in Education, at the launch, Louisville.
Uh-oh, watch out, man. We got the GIVE. What's up? We got Mr. Courtney. No introduction needed. Mr. Phelps in the building. What's going on?
Good afternoon, Sean. Always a pleasure to be in your presence, and I'm loving the facility here.
Thank you. We glad to have you a part of the show today. So, Mr. Jeremiah Wrong.
Yes.
Let's make us right.
Let's make it right.
So, tell us what we have for you in the studio today. We got a couple of major film productions that's in the building that's about to come up.
Yeah. First and foremost, on this particular project, I wrote and directed The Greatest Day. Mr. Robert Martin over here, he's one of the producers in the studio helping us develop. One of the executive producers who's not here, giving a shout out to Ronald Triplett, and he's always there for the journey. And Mrs. Angie here beautifully narrated this. We have Mr. Cato here, who's an upcoming artist who was on the music soundtrack. Shout out to VL Clay for arranging the music soundtrack, scoring the movie. Cato's music is on the music soundtrack, so I wanted him to be here for the experience.
Most definitely.
So yeah, this film is a must-see as well.
What makes this film a must-see? Let's speak on the film in general. What the film is about.
It's just untold stories about Muhammad Ali. You know, homegrown. You know, people that lived next door to him, people that were friends with him, people that was in his family, and how he was interacting, and it was just amazing how the man, developed to such a world icon, but he didn't change. He knew who he was. That's what amazed me by doing this story. He knew who he was. He knew the moment that he was living in, and I do believe that the man was touched by God. You know?
So what do you think is the biggest surprise about the process that an outsider would be when they look at this film?
That there's greatness that lies within all of us, and the next best thing is just about to come.
I mean, because I think when you think of Muhammad Ali, you think of Louisville, Kentucky, because he is Louisville, Kentucky.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Never forget.
I think, a lot of people, they be like, he done moved to different places, but there ain't no place like home. Definitely. So give us some more insights about the film. You said it's about the storytelling about his neighbors, people who have intriguing stories about him.
Yeah, man, because the way I do things, I do films, because I started off writing books.
Right.
So the way I do things, I just don't have a film. I justify what I'm doing. So I just don't have a film here. If there's someone that lived next door, because we went and met with the Montgomerys, and this man was telling me all these stories, and I was like, in the back of my mind, like, yeah, right. Then he went and got the album. He said he was sitting right there on the couch. He went and got his story. They used to babysit my kids. He went and got the pictures to verify everything. We have a lady in the film. Muhammad Ali physically gave something to her. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but I feel like it's awesome that the fact that this artifact is in our film. And she's sharing it with us. There's unseen pictures and there's untold stories.
So what was the toughest thing about getting this project off the ground and getting it done?
I think it's just timing and managing, because we're regular people. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So we're working. I'm working 2 full-time jobs and working on this film and other films. You know, so that's the only challenge. Other than that, when you enjoy what you do, it's not really work. So whenever I sit down with this film and begin to create, it's like nothing. It's like pouring a glass of water.
So when is this film debuting?
January the 11th, next Saturday, we're going to have 5 showings, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Did I miss 4 in there? I think I probably skipped 4.
Yes.
Gotta watch. Gotta
4,
watch.
6, 8.
Gotta watch it. 12, 2, 4,
got
6,
you.
8. Now we got it.
All right. So where can people purchase tickets for this viewing?
I say at this particular point, you know, just come to the door. You know, if they're showing something major on a major film, you know, everybody just shows up to the theater and comes to it. So this is something that's homegrown, people that's a part of it from right here. You know, so come to Village 8 Theaters. At one of those showtimes, we'll be waiting for you. I'll be looking for you at the door.
All right. We're gonna swing it over to you say Mrs. I want Mrs.
Angela Jackson.
Okay, Miss Jackson. Yes, Miss Jackson. We of the Jacksons of Louisville. Now, how you doing, Miss Angela?
I'm wonderful.
So how was it to be the voice of the film?
You know, I feel that this was divine order. I have been a true fan, admirer, as well as enamored with Muhammad Ali's story. Ever since I came to this country, I was born in London, England. I remember the West Indian community in the Brits, and all our people. We used to go bonkers over Muhammad Ali. We knew him as Cassius Clay. I remember my mother, the relatives, all my family and friends from all over the islands that lived in England that were of the African diaspora.
Yes,
when
ma'am.
Muhammad Ali, known as Cassius Clay, used to come on the scene, you know, Rumble in Manila and all the different fights that he used to have, we just applauded him. But we more so applauded the man himself.
Right.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Oh, watch out,
The
man.
champ is
talking
here.
it.
The champ is here. So over the years, having come into the United States and seeing all the upheaval, when we came here in 1969 of December the 5th at McGuire Air Force Base, because my father served 30 years in the Air Force, we were introduced to a country in chaos. So my father never told my mother about that aspect, that America was burning. New York was burning, and Newark, New Jersey, even right here in the Ville was burning during the 60s. When Muhammad Ali, my biggest highlight that I remember in England, in the UK, is that Muhammad Ali has thrown his belt in that river.
Okay.
So it was just so ironic that my journey will circle me around, because I'm a designer by profession and I travel all over the world and in this country where I design and create for theater as well as specialty stores and boutiques from Soho to Disney World. But my point is, Muhammad Ali was at my last stop on the train of where I am now today. This is the longest place I've ever lived. June the 5th, 2020 makes 20 years.
So we need to change the city to Muhammad Ali Louisville, right?
Might as well, baby. So when he passed, I did a tribute. I did a tribute to him as a fashion designer. We were in the plans where we were planning for our all-white with Dr. Lacrease Kidd affair gala. I was the fashion designer showcasing my designs. At that moment, I knew when he had passed back in June of that year that I had to do something for him, because he is so dear to my heart. We actually share the same birthday. So January the 17th is
a
Muhammad
celebration.
Ali's
It's a
birthday,
celebration.
but it's also my Earthborn Day,
Yes, ma'am.
along with Michelle Baraka. So I am in good hands, in front of me and behind me. Muhammad Ali is all that there is at this point in time, that we need to honor that man as one of the greatest human beings that ever walked the face of this earth in modern history. Right here from the Ville, Louisville. You need to come out January the 11th, Village Gate. the Village
Village
8
Yes,
Theater.
ma'am.
This brother, Jeremiah, Brother Kingman, has done a magnificent job. And I'm not just saying that because I feel so honored that he included me as part of his project as a narrator, but it's truly so. He honors and respects his ancestors, and more importantly, those great sheroes and heroes, including MLK, who's another wonderful comrade, I feel, in the revolution for justice.
Yes, ma'am.
Just for us.
Definitely.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Sir, Mr. Cato, is it Mr. Cato?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't want to mess up your name. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. All right, so are you originally from Louisville?
Actually, I am. I was born in Chicago, but raised here in Louisville, right at the very own group home, Boys and Girls Haven.
So how does it feel to did you help, how does it feel to be on the soundtrack to honor Muhammad Ali?
But let's just say this. Yesterday, I'm at the Hotel Louisville, and I'm in the elevator. I'm going upstairs, and these guys are from North Dakota, and they're here on something to do with the college, right? So I asked them, I said, what comes to mind when you think about Louisville? And they said, Derby and Muhammad Ali. And so I'm thinking, this whole city, this city was here before, we were able to really make change. So for an entire city to be known for one black man that not only stood against the tide of an unjust and wrongful war, but a man who changed the common man's view of both boxing and being black. And so I think it's a great opportunity to be involved with Jeremiah Wrong and the entire cast with the Muhammad Ali movie.
Also, what I'm saying, not to take nothing away from anything that you're doing, but every time somebody flies into the city, where are they flying into? The Muhammad Ali International Airport. That Antoon, a brother, helped name the airport after Muhammad Ali.
Right.
So, there's a lot of untold stories about that also. So, it's a big deal. So what else we got coming up, Mr. Jeremiah Wrong, along with the films? I mean, tell the people, because, this is not your first major film. So tell them about your filmmaking process and all the films that you have done since you've been here.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd like to say we did After King, which Sean Mucky's doing a little under the line plug there because he helped produce that. After King was a phenomenal film which will be back in theaters January the 18th of this month. And so we want you, if you haven't seen that, that's another must see. You want to come out to that on January the 18th. Also, if you're watching this podcast right now, I'm giving away some Muhammad Ali t-shirts and some Muhammad Ali tickets. Okay, so all you got to do is share this podcast or share the movie poster. We're constantly watching, and I'm gonna get with my team, and I'm gonna get with you and get you some tickets. So share this, and so we got January the 11th, The Greatest Day, 12, 2, 4, 6, and 8 show times. We have After King, which analyzes where we are 50 years after Dr. King's legacy, where we are. That's January the 18th. And also coming up, I believe this spring, we have a film that we're working on called Nip the Great. And we're going to analyze our brother and see who he really was and what we should get from him to enhance our community. And I don't want to forget, again, Mr. Robert Martin.
Yeah, that's why I was about to bring Mr. Robert Martin on the mic.
I said I didn't give him his complete due. He helped produce the film, one of the producers again, and he's also in the film.
Okay.
So he's got something I don't even have. I never had the opportunity to meet this man.
Well, slide on to the mic, Mr. Robert.
How you
Martin.
doing today?
What's going on, Mr.
I'm
Martin? How you
glad
doing?
to be here with you, man.
Definitely. I'm
Good
definitely glad to
seeing
have
you
you.
again.
Always a pleasure.
All right. My name is Robert Martin. I had the chance in life as a young kid, wasn't a young man yet, but a young kid, to be able to intertwine, play, wrestle, box with Muhammad Ali in his auntie's backyard, Miss Floretta. So that goes way back. I don't want to give too much up.
Okay, yeah,
But,
please don't, because we
yeah,
want people to come out to see this film.
But,
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was a blessing that I would be able to play, like I said, and intertwine with one of the greatest in the world.
So how's that been that you were so close to Muhammad Ali and you actually had the chance to? How was it inspiring to you to watch him grow up and do the great things that he done in the world?
Well, it let me know some